And at 6.
Good evening. The woman who went missing for more than 24 hours is getting medical treatment right now.
And the woman who found her is downplaying her role in the story.
News 10's Kylie Kahn live in East Lansing with an update to this breaking story. Kylie.
Catherine Kania is one of more than 100 people who helped look for Shirley Bond today. Catherine told me that she had a feeling that Shirley was in this wooded area off of Lake Lansing Road, and she decided to go and look for her.
I worked here several years, and I take walks in these woods. And when I heard that Shirley was missing, I decided I was going to go out and look.
Tanya says there are pathways and tents that some homeless people have set up. She walked in about 50 feet, and that's where she saw Shirley lying down with a blanket.
I asked her if her name was Shirley, and she said, no, my name's Ann, which is her middle name. And she had the clothes on that 911 was describing, and so I knew it was Shirley. I gave her some water. I brought some water just in case. And she just started talking to me.
She says Shirley was a bit suspicious, but friendly nonetheless.
She said, I'm taking a walk, and I'm just taking a rest. And I said, well, this is a good place to take a rest.
A story with a happy ending thanks to a woman who wants no credit for her good deed.
I'm just very glad that I could find her. So many times bad things happen when elderly people go missing.
Bond's family says they're touched by how many people came out to look for her. Live in East Lansing, Kylie Kahn, News 10.
Kylie, thank you. East Lansing police say they're grateful for the large number of volunteers, but they're not surprised. The deputy police chief telling us that's what this community does.
A breaking update now. Grand Ledge police do not believe drugs or alcohol played a role in a crash that killed a 9-year-old boy. 4th grader Malachi Williams was hit by a school bus right after school yesterday. News 10's Cody Butler is live where the crash happened with more on this investigation. Cody.
Right now, police are calling the incident a freak accident, and also there's been a growing memorial for Malachi here outside the school with flowers, balloons, toys, and messages of condolences for his family. Police say the 4th grader was here on the sidewalk turning left to cross the driveway yesterday afternoon. At the same time, a bus was turning right, leaving the school to start the afternoon route. Police say the investigation hasn't found the 60-year-old bus driver was reckless before the crash.
But we are going to look at every bit of evidence and continue to try and gather as much evidence as we can. We owe that to the family, we owe that to the school district and to the bus driver and to this community to do a thorough and competent investigation.
The police chief says the investigation will take a few more days before it's turned over to the prosecutor's office, who will decide if any charges will be filed, which is a standard procedure. I did also just speak with a family friend who tells me that there will be a vigil for Malachi on June 10th, which also happens to be his 10th birthday. Reporting live in Grand Ledge, Cody Butler, News 10.
Grand Ledge Public Schools is making grief counselors available for students and staff who may need to talk to someone. We will keep bringing you the latest updates on this story on our website, WILX.com.
A major change on whether students should be wearing masks in school has some parents in one Ingham County school district upset tonight. The Mason School District sending out an email to parents outlining this mask change. Students
won't need to wear masks outdoors, and indoors masks will be optional for students 16 and older who are fully vaccinated. News 10's Diana Canizero spoke with parents. She joins us live from Mason High School with their reaction tonight.
This policy change went into effect this week. The school district is trying to come up with reduced mask requirements for those students that have already been protected from the COVID-19 virus. However, the state health department is encouraging all schools to continue to mask up.
They've said the entire time that they're following the Ingham County Health Department's guidelines, and it seems like they just continue to do what they want to do without any community involvement.
Some parents we spoke with are frustrated over the district's change to school mask policies, saying they should be following the state and CDC guidelines as Ingham County Health Department recommends.
The current CDC guidelines say that schools should maintain mask wearing throughout this school year. The idea of having the population in the school that's vaccinated discontinue mask wearing is not advisable. That is not in the CDC guidance.
While the district says it has taken steps to make school learning environments safe for students and staff, parents say this isn't the best time to make the change.
I feel that until the fall, when all the kids have an opportunity to be vaccinated, would be a good opportunity to do it. But right now, there's all the 9th and 10th graders that haven't had the opportunity, and only the juniors and seniors have, and they can't ask who has or hasn't been vaccinated. So there's no way that the teachers or administration staff can even police that. At this point in time, it's not the right decision to do. My daughter has been vaccinated, but not everybody has been vaccinated. So I feel that it should be for all, not for only a selected few.
But one thing he's in agreement with is the outdoor mask policy.
As long as they're with out of reach, like 6 foot or more, I think that's fine for everybody not to have to wear it, because nobody has been really wearing them in the city of Mason at all during this entire pandemic.
Some parents told me they would have felt more comfortable if the school just waited until the end of the year to make any changes to the mask policies. Reporting live in Mason, Diana Canizaro, News 10.
All right, Diana, thank you. Health Officer Linda Vale telling us that Mason schools may be re-examining this mask policy change in light of the changing CDC guidelines. The Mason School District declined an interview with News 10 today about these mask changes.
Our Sparrow Skycam network showing some cloudy skies in the mid-Michigan area tonight.
Justin Bradford in for Andy tonight. Tell us if this rain-free forecast continues into our Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think it will, David and Ann. We're heading towards some wet weather tomorrow, but for now, this evening is really, really nice out there. As you just saw from the weather patio in the last half hour, we've got some pretty nice conditions outside the studio on our Sparrow Skycam network. 78's the temperature. We're nearly 10 degrees above normal in most locations. We can thank that south wind for continuing to bring the milder air into the region, and you can see all the way up in Traverse City, they're at 83, and even up towards the Straits of Mackinac, they're in the upper 70s this evening. Cooler air off to the west. That's because that's where the rain showers are right now. Nothing going around our neck of the woods this evening. Eventually, this works its way in towards us tomorrow, and it's much needed rain. I'll talk about how much we can expect and how your Wednesday time's out in a few more minutes.